What is Bill Belichick doing well? This is a very slippery subject for me. I'm not sure what's going on. How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
I might actually reach out to him and make sure everything's good. It's not a good look right now. From concerned friends like Charles Barkley to sharp and sometimes biting ridicule on late-night comedy stages, the spotlight has not dimmed on Bill Belichick and his unexpected relationship with 24-year-old Jordon Hudson. In a cultural moment where celebrity relationships are often dissected and discussed with extreme fervor, Belichick's involvement with Hudson has triggered widespread curiosity and raised eyebrows in both sports media and entertainment circles. The entire affair reads like a blend of NFL legend meets reality TV plot twist. Hudson, who has drawn criticism, support, and confusion in equal measure, remains steadfast in her connection to the 73-year-old former Patriots head coach. As attention mounts, Belichick continues to stand by her side. He has publicly defended her actions and involvement in his life, stating she was simply doing her job when she abruptly shut down a reporter's inquiry into the nature of their relationship. Yet that particular phrase, doing her job, has only raised further questions, especially given the ambiguity surrounding what that job actually entails. The limited but publicly available information paints a picture of a young woman with ambition, a flair for pageantry, and a taste for entrepreneurial endeavors. Jordon Hudson, at just 22, already has a track record that's notable for its unusual intersections. A former cheerleader for Bridgewater State University, Hudson is once again preparing to compete in the Miss Maine USA pageant, her second consecutive attempt to claim the crown. The pageant world often celebrates ambition, self-promotion, and media savviness, traits that seem to align well with her current public persona. According to her LinkedIn profile, Jordon boasts a cosmetology license from the New England Hair Academy, a credential that reflects her background in the beauty and wellness industries. But her ambitions do not stop there. She also works as a henna tattoo artist, a creative, detail-oriented niche service that thrives in both festival settings and bridal markets. This suggests a hustler's mindset, someone unafraid to build multiple income streams. One of the most curious claims on her resume, however, is her title as the Chief Operating Officer of Belichick Productions. The name immediately raises a flag, especially given its direct echo of the NFL coach's surname. Yet investigations into this entity have turned up no results. According to national sports reporter Brendan Marks of The Athletic, there is no registered company by that name in Massachusetts or any other state. This lack of formal existence hasn't stopped Jordon from using the title or being introduced with it in certain circles. Jordon appears to have an interest in forming connections with older, influential men. Reports indicate that back in 2022, when she was around 21 years old, she was in a relationship with Joshua Zuckerman, a 62-year-old businessman. While the dynamics of that past relationship remain unclear, it underscores a pattern that has led many observers to speculate about her motivations and whether she is strategically aligning herself with powerful figures. Regardless of what lies beneath the surface, Jordon is building an increasingly visible and lucrative life. She is rumored to hold a real estate portfolio valued at $9 million, though how she amassed this wealth at such a young age is not fully understood. It could be through strategic investments, inheritances, or even collaborative business dealings. Still, her property holdings have only deepened the fascination with her and prompted further scrutiny. One particularly bizarre moment occurred when Jordon was caught on camera fixing Bill Belichick's pants, a seemingly intimate gesture, at a University of North Carolina football practice. What made this moment even more controversial is that she was reportedly not employed by the university nor had official permission to be on the field. She was also seen microphoning Belichick ahead of the practice session, a role typically reserved for media staff or university-affiliated personnel. In high-profile environments like collegiate athletics, where protocol and professionalism are expected, this kind of involvement, by someone without formal standing, raises significant concerns. That moment prompted a wave of reactions online, with some defending her as supportive and others accusing her of overstepping. Many critics questioned whether this was a breach of professional boundaries, especially when Belichick has spent his career commanding respect through discipline, structure, and strategy. It's a dramatic shift from the image the football world has long held of him: the cold, calculating, hoodie-wearing mastermind who rarely lets emotion or spectacle disrupt his mission. And therein lies the crux of this media frenzy. For decades, Belichick cultivated an image as one of football's most focused and private minds. He rarely, if ever, let the public into his personal life. Now, with his name being associated with viral moments, reality-style drama, and tabloid curiosity, there is a notable and somewhat disorienting change in tone. Some observers see it as a man evolving after stepping away from the NFL spotlight. Others fear it's a legacy in danger of being overshadowed. Complicating matters further is the tension among Belichick's family members. While the coach has chosen not to make any direct public statements about his relationship, his 3 adult children, all of whom are older than Jordon Hudson, have remained noticeably silent. That silence was broken only indirectly, by way of Belichick's daughter-in-law, who appeared to clap back at comedian Nikki Glazer, a celebrity defender of Hudson. After Glazer attempted to defend Jordan by saying she was just acting as his publicist, Belichick's daughter-in-law reportedly responded with sharp criticism, noting, "Publicists act in a professional manner and don't storm offset delaying an interview."
Not talking about this.
The phrase "not talking about this" echoes back to the now viral clip that opened the conversation and underscores just how contentious and unresolved this entire situation remains. There's also a question of image management. If Jordan is acting as some sort of personal publicist or media handler for Belichick, as some comments suggest, her behavior is already drawing scrutiny. In the world of high-profile media appearances and professional sports legacy management, even small moments, like storming off a set or blocking press questions, can reflect poorly not just on the individual, but on the figure they are representing. A real publicist would know how to handle those situations tactfully. Critics argue that she lacks the qualifications and temperament for the role, if indeed that's what she is attempting to fill. Supporters of Belichick have voiced concern as well, not necessarily in opposition to his personal choices, but in how they could affect his reputation and potential future opportunities. As a coaching legend, Belichick will always have a seat at the NFL table, whether it be in the form of front office consulting, coaching advisory roles, or even broadcasting. However, such roles often come with unspoken expectations around decorum and public presence. Getting pulled into what some see as drama, or worse, manipulation, could deter organizations from extending those opportunities. On the flip side, others argue that Belichick is allowed to live his life as he pleases. After decades of grueling football seasons and media scrutiny, it's not unreasonable to imagine him stepping away from public expectations and embracing a more unfiltered version of his personal life. In this view, Jordan represents a new chapter, someone with youthful energy, business ambition, and personal loyalty, all of which might be appealing after a lifetime spent in the NFL's pressure cooker. Still, regardless of intent or perception, the saga of Belichick and Hudson shows no sign of fading. From sideline whispering to business titles with no legal backing, to social media flare-ups and family tension, it is a narrative that continues to unfold in real time. At this moment, there is no official comment from Belichick or his immediate family about the full nature of the relationship or the business roles that may or may not exist. Jordan continues to operate in a kind of public-private limbo, where she is at once highly visible but shrouded in mystery, until more clarity emerges, either through formal announcements, public records, or decisive media appearances. The questions will only grow louder. In the end, what's truly at stake might not be a relationship or a company name, but rather the legacy of one of the NFL's most revered minds, now pulled into a vortex of fame, youth, and speculation.